Hola, hola. Bienvenidos a Esperanza Vence, donde la Esperanza Vence. Welcome to Esperanza Vence, where hope wins. I've been shuffling the cards over here, having a little cup of joe, you know? Cheers, Warlanda. Cup of coffee. She's my buddy at YouTube channel, Warlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream, and she lives off of coffee. And has a great podcast there with her family. Her family makes appearances on the podcast, and it's really good. Today we're pulling in the energy of this upcoming Sagittarius new moon. Sagittarius energy in general, optimistic, expansive, fiery, like it can get going really quick, with a need for containment sometimes, athletic. It's represented by the archer, and I've been really thinking about my background in Kyudo lately. That's the type of archery where it's more of a practice of meditation than it is a practice of aim necessarily, or target shooting. I mean, you do target shoot, but you trust that your training will attract the arrow to where it needs to go. They actually call it the call of the target. I wonder if I could even do, there's a whole series of motions, and I don't have the Yumi or the Ya with me right now. The Yumi is the bow and the Ya is the arrow, but ground yourself. Call of the target. I don't think you could see a darn thing I did. But anyway, the whole point is that the target calls you. You don't shoot after it. It attracts you because you're ready. Okay? I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's how I see Sagittarius energy. That's how Sagittarius energy speaks to me. So let's see what the cards have to say about it. Anybody out there have a birthday? Sagittarius birthday? I love a good Sagittarius. They're my opposite birthday. And I have some really nice friends that are Sagittarii. Mercury's retrograde right now, so even though this is a new moon, and Mars is going to go retrograde on the 6th of December, this new moon's happening on the 1st, which is Sunday where I live. But, you know, even though Sagittarius energy wants to get going and let's get started, let's get the party started, basically, with the Mars retrograde and the Mercury retrograde too, we might find that we're stumbling over our communications a little bit, or that we have a little less gas in the tank in terms of gumption and drive and just energy. Okay? To be expected. Okay, cards are jumping. Here we go. Okay. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. If you'd like to get a personal reading and see what intuitive story we can pull through the cards for me to translate to you, or if you would like me to look at your personal astrology, the links are below. I also have a workshop coming up. I'll be reading in-person readings today, actually, and on Saturday as well, and then again the following weekend. And then in January, we have a workshop coming up. Myself and Psychic Readings by Brandy. She's legit, and we look forward to seeing you. Wish you could come, Susie, Gemini, and Liesel. It would be great to have you at the workshop. I wonder if maybe we can tune in like live or something. That could be neat. We'll think about ways to get our psychic senses all together. Our workshop is about psychic protection and boundaries, and I feel like that's a really hot topic right now that we should probably zoom in on. This is us, our challenge, near past, near future, conscious awareness, subconscious awareness. How do we see ourselves? How do others see us, or what's in our environment right now? What are our hopes and fears? Or like, what are we projecting right now? And what's the likely outcome if we just keep doing what we're doing? All right. Hanged Man reversed, crossed by the Five of Pentacles with an Ace of Cups in the near past and an Eight of Cups in the near future. Our conscious awareness says Three of Swords. Subconscious awareness, Nine of Pentacles. Star reversed, how do we see ourselves? What's in our environment? Ten of Wands reversed. Our hopes and fears, Knight of Pentacles reversed. And the likely outcome, Temperance reversed. So with the Hanged Man, the Star, and Temperance all showing up reversed in this reading, I would say that the major themes have to deal with internal work. Usually when I see cards reversed, it's like more work for us. You know what I'm saying? To harness that energy, we have to get after it a little bit more than we would if it were upright. So with the Hangman reversed as our main topic, you know, we've gained the enlightenment that we needed to in this state of suspension. Here with the Hangman upright, he's really put himself into a solitary space in order to suffer a little bit and to make himself learn things through the experience. You know, this is existentialism for sure. Odin hanging from that tree of knowledge, but with the Hangman reversed, you know, we might have already gained the enlightenment that we need, and we can come down off the tree and start taking some actionable steps towards what we are illuminated about. With the Five of Pentacles as a challenge, this can just be sort of struggle bus energy. This can be a soulmate situation, but this can be two people wanting to stick together out of like trauma bonding, I guess is the word for it. Or, you know, we want each of these people to bring Five Pentacles of their own together and make the Ten of Pentacles, which is a great card for like love, marriage, soulmate relationships, instead of just bracing yourself against the storm with somebody else, you know. So we might be challenged if we've been laying back for a while and we've been chilling and we haven't been making any moves, but now we're ready to come down off the tree and start maybe making some moves and start maybe putting ourselves out there. We might be challenged by this kind of like codependent energy, or a lack of funds too. You know, Five of Pentacles can also mean that just funds are a little bit tight for whatever reason. Ace of Cups in the near past, like somebody could have given us a nice emotional offer or flirtation, or offered us some flowers, or offered us out to dinner, or just like a little surprise, little bit of love sent our way. Ace of Cups moments are just like little happy, peaceful moments of love. It doesn't necessarily have to be very romantic, but it's that overflow in your heart of that warm, fuzzy feeling, okay? With the Eight of Cups in the near future, we're ready to walk away from painful situations that no longer work for us. Like maybe we're going to Thanksgiving or holiday dinners with family members that we're just not going to tolerate certain types of behavior anymore from ourselves and others, and we're willing to walk away from that and more towards our intuition, no matter how dimly lit that might be. With the Three of Swords in our conscious awareness, you know, there might be some heartache issues coming up right now. Once again, sometimes during the holiday season, that can bring up memories of, you know, people that have passed, or it could just bring us back into environments and situations that kind of trigger our heartstrings a little bit. So just to be aware that, like, we might already be operating from a tender space. So, like I was saying with the Mars and the Mercury retrograde, it doesn't hurt to take a beat before we go ahead and communicate, and not really want to communicate from that tender spot. You know, you want to communicate from that chill zone, right? Nine of Pentacles, subconscious energy, whether we realize it or not, you know, we're very independent and we're doing very well for ourselves, and we even have a little bit of extra to give. You know, and we should take some time out and celebrate our hobbies and celebrate what makes us us and what we enjoy on our own time. And that solitary enjoyment might come in handy again with all this socializing that a lot of us are going to be doing in Sagittarius season, this festive social vibe. We definitely want to take some time for self-care and luxuriating in our own vibe. With the star reversed, we got to keep our hopes alive, even if it doesn't seem obvious. Like, there is magic and magnificence throughout this universe, and we are part of that, and we can't forget this, right? Hope wins. Esperanza, Vence, hope wins. With the Ten of Wands reversed in our environment, this is a great card, because in reverse, this means that we can lay down some of these burdens that we have going on, or some of these projects we might be able to delegate, so that it doesn't seem so heavy for us anymore. We're coming to the culmination of a cycle with that 10, and we're almost reaching home where we can put our feet up and put our new comfy slippers on and chill. With the Knight of Pentacles reversed, hopes and fears or energy that we're projecting, you know, maybe it's somebody in our life, or maybe we're hoping for or fearing that somebody very stable, very slow and steady, wins the race pace kind of person could come into our lives. We might be projecting this energy of needing to become more stable, or needing to become this figure in our own lives. If it's an actual person, it could be a Taurus, a Virgo, Capricorn person. Excuse me. And with the Temperance reversed as a likely outcome, this is just like somewhat of an imbalance, or somewhat of a need to get a little bit more excited about things than this is a very chill card of being able to balance, like the water with the wine, being able to balance the elements of life, the beauty and the groundedness, and you know, keeping that crown chakra open, and having that blessed beauty, that trinity of beauty available, that blessing of Gabriel. In reverse, though, with the Temperance, I usually see that as like the Hanged Man reverse. This is sort of a call to kind of get a little bit of a spark going, get a little bit more fire, less water, you know, get a little bit more excited. But again, even if we are trying to keep things balanced, that balance might get tipped a little bit, you know, with these triggers flying around. And if we already feel a little bit, you know, tight or challenged on our path with others, we might just have to keep in mind that there are certain types of behaviors that we're just not going to participate in anymore. And whether we realize it or not, our own self-care is what's holding up this entire story. And as long as we keep, you know, putting our emotions towards what's good for the whole, I think we're going to be all right. Love you. I hope you have a really great meal or whatever makes you thankful. Bye-bye now.